Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am filming this Friday evening. It is 6:20 p.m. so pretty close to real time. I needed a video for tomorrow. I have other stuff that I need to do that's a little more complex. I'm really tired. There's tired exhaustion in wherever I am because of all the things going on with the kids, all the practices. I'm tired, but I have not opened up the Halloween costumes. I ordered all of this in January, so we are going to do the Inside Out characters, most of them. I have shirts for my parents and Mike's parents and Mike's best friend that comes with us trick-or-treating every year. Little t-shirts, I'll show them, they're in here. And then I need to open all of our costumes to make sure we have everything, because it'll give me a couple of days. If something's missing, I can order it. So we're gonna open all the stuff. I have hangers and grocery bags, because I generally will put the accessories in the bag on the hanger with the costume. It'll give them time to de-wrinkle. The synthetic fabric I don't like to iron if I don't have to, because it's fickle. But yeah, if that sounds interesting, stick around. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, I appreciate you being here as always, and let's jump in. Okay, I tried to put it where the box wasn't going to be right in your way. My 3 dogs are in here. The kids are out in the living room with Mike. I'm just going to pull them out and we'll go through them. Okay, so this is mine. I'm going to be Anxiety. So there's the outfit. I have some brown Converse. I wore the same ones last year with my female Shaggy costume, so they'll work with this. But like I said, I like to open everything up, make sure nothing is missing. This is a headpiece. What does it come with? I think it's just the suit and the headpiece, which is fine. I don't need anything else, but let's... Okay. This just got turned. So this... Is this just part of the hair? I'm confused. Oh, I see. So this needs to get like that, I guess. And then this will go on my head. That doesn't want to stay very well. It's not helping with my glasses. So there's the headpiece. It's a little top heavy for sure, but it's here. Just need to like force it to go back, but that's there. Okay, I'll just put the trash in a pile and I can come in with a garbage bag and clean it up. I have fans going because it is a little, I get warm. Hopefully it's not too loud in the background. It's behind me. I feel like with all the lights on, it gets hot in here. And then here is the suit. Looks fine. Like I said, I have shoes to match. I ordered, I think I got a large. It'll probably be a little big, but yeah. But that should be fine. I think it'll work. Okay, so we're not missing anything from mine. So let me hang this up and then we'll move on to the next one. I'll have to look and see if I have a different headband. It doesn't have any grips, but it can be like, I could slide this all the way off and put a different headband, so I may do that later, but that'll work. I think it'll stay on better if I change out the headband. Okay, so I have it in there. I will swap out the headband when I'm done, but I just hang it up like this. And then like along our dresser and around the room, I will just hang them up so they're ready to go later on. That's what I've been doing in the past. Okay, so this is Diana's. She is Joy. There should be a wig. This, I think, is Mike's wig. He's Anger. Emma, who just turned 4, is going to be Sadness. There should be a wig somewhere. That would be her wig. We'll open all that. This might be Emma's wig. This might be Diana's wig. This, I think, is Diana's. That looks shorter. This looks like there's more hair, so I think this is Emma's wig. We'll put that. Mia is Disgust. Hers comes with, there's a wig in here, maybe. This is Mike's shirt. Again, he's Anger. This is like just cotton, so I can either put this in the dryer because it's just a t-shirt, or I like actually iron this inside out, but that's why we're doing this, because that's quite wrinkly. I mean, it may work for Anger, but okay. So that's his shirt. And then all the rest of the shirts are in here, so we'll do those last. Oh, I wrote Diana's wig on here really small. Good for me. So this is Diana's wig. We'll do the kids first, Mike's, and then I'll show you the t-shirts. Okay. I did this last year with the Scooby-Doo costumes because the girls had accessories and it was just easier. I have OCD. I like to see things visually. Okay, here's her dress. So here's Joy's dress. That'll be plenty big. She is 7.5, so there's the front. Hers is very simple. If it's chilly, they can wear jackets. Halloween here is hit and miss. I've had years where it's like 80 degrees, like mid 80s trick-or-treating, and it's hot. And then there's been years where it's been in the 70s, which for us at night can be chilly, like 60s. So it can swing. The pendulum can swing quite extremely. Granted, we don't get snow, but it can be cold, so it's hard to predict. I've tried to steer away from like full fur suits. Like when Mia was Scooby-Doo last year, I got a short sleeve and it had like pants, but they were cotton. It wasn't furry. And then the shirt had a little like tutu built in and a hood with the ears. Because again, it could be like 60s or it could be in the 80s. Okay, so these should technically be adult wigs, which the kids can wear. They wore, pretty sure the wigs they wore last year were adult wigs because Diana was Daphne and Emma was Wilma. No, I'm thinking the Flintstones. I'm really tired. Velma, like Wilma. The Flintstones have been playing Velma. Okay, so here is Joy's wig, and I'm going to have them try these on, but this looks like that'll be perfect. And there's a wig cap. So this, and if the wigs don't stay on perfectly, like last year, it was a lot of hair for Diana. It was a pretty long, like red orange wig. I had her wear a headband with it. So that's something easy. Tie a scarf around their head, kind of help keep it in place. This one does have the drawstring elastic to go underneath, but a headband is a good hack if you need it to stay on better. Okay, so Diana's is fine. Let's do Emma's. So hers should be what's pictured here. It even comes with the glasses, and then the wig I had to get separately, but this is going to be the last year I probably get the costumes this early. Next year we were talking about letting the kids go into Spirit Halloween one at a time and picking their own, because I don't want them to be influenced by the other kids, so I want to see what they pick on their own. So we were thinking about doing that next year, but it's still important to open them up and make sure, because there is no quality control and things get missed. Okay, so Sadness's little top is supposed to look like a, she'll need to probably wear something underneath this so it's not itchy, but, and we have leotards because they do gymnastics and ballet, but there's the little like turtleneck shirt, and then there's little pants. Okay. There's some strong tape, and then there's the Sadness glasses that are super cute. I didn't destroy the bag. That was some really strong tape. Okay, and then the wig. Oh, if she doesn't like these, the wig came with a smaller pair, so I'll put either. She can wear either. There is a wig cap. I don't really put wig caps on the kids. I generally just French braid their hair. I'll stick a couple of bobby pins in. I'll do the elastic around the bottom, and then again, if they need something more, just go in with a headband. It's just easier with little kids in my experience, but this is Sadness's hair. So that'll be pretty good. And then I should, this is synthetic. You want to be careful with heat, but it looks like it's, for the most part, doing what it's supposed to. So shouldn't have to do much to the wig. And then I try and just put them in carefully so they don't get tangled. That's partially why I'm going to leave the glasses in their package, but they get a little messed up putting them on the kids' head, so they'd need to be brushed out a little bit when they're on anyway, so it should be. You're probably like, it's gonna get tangled. Yes and no. It's like Diana's, like I said last year, was really long, so. And then the pants, because they're so thin, I'm gonna put in this bag too. And then that goes around like that, so that everything is together. I have a stool over here, but I'm running out of room, so you can't see that anyway. Okay, Mia is going to be discussed. This looks like it has a wig in it. We have a bag inside of a bag. Apparently we're trying to keep it fresh. Oh, it's her little scarf. I was like, what am I looking at? Trying to think what the characters look like here. So this is her little around. I am sitting like halfway Indian style. So there's her little, I forget what that's called. When you have the scarf. There's tights. If she'll wear them, which again, she does do ballet, but there's tights. She doesn't have to wear the tights, but they're there. There's little purple barrettes that'll go in the wig. There is a little dress. That's cute. I was gonna say, I think there should be a belt. There is a belt. If I can get the bag open. Here we go. And it looks like it's like an actual belt. Kind of. So it does go through like the loop, and then I can like tape this down so it doesn't, but there is a little pretend belt in there. Doesn't have any like loops or like a hole to put that, so I may have to tape it in place anyway so it doesn't move, because I could see that getting annoying really fast. And then this one did come with a wig. Definitely tell like it's different quality. It's not as soft. What is happening here? Oh, there it is. It's not quite as nice of hair as the ones that I purchased separately, but you know, she's 3, so. And then that will be discussed. So cute. So cute. Okay. Hers is in, I'll just wrap that in the bag like that and put it in just because there's so much going on. Oh, I guess I could hang this. Again, I'm really tired. I'm losing my mind here a little bit. Oh, goodness. Break it. There we go. Okay. Big hanger. Little dress. So that. Don't ask me why that one had such a bundle and the other ones didn't. You know. I don't know. Okay. I apologize. My husky's looking at me like, how dare you touch me with the grocery bag. So this will need to be ironed or steamed, something, because this is super wrinkly. But Mike is going to be Anger. Take that off. Okay. And then he has a wig. There might be gloves too. I don't remember. Again, I bought this stuff in January. There's a tie. And there is gloves. And are you ready for the wig? Wig cap. And then his, since it's for an adult, I didn't want to put the kids' ones on and stretch them out, but his with the shirt. And then it looks like he's blowing, like when he gets mad in the movie and the flames come out the top of his head. That's funny. This is like weird. Like weird material. It feels about how you would think it will. So I'm gonna put this back in the bag just because I want it to stay together with the rest of the pieces. So there's gloves that he can wear. I thought about cutting the fingers off and having him be gloveless just because it's for a guy. And then there's a tie that he can wear also. And then, like I said, there's a wig cap. These seem kind of small, so I think I'm gonna have to cut the fingers off anyway. I'll have him try them on, but Mike's hands are pretty big. These look small, and they were marketed as men's, so yeah, that's probably not gonna go back in there. Thinking I'm gonna have to cut the fingers off of those, but I'll have him try them on. So I need to change out the headband and cut the fingers off of these. So I'm just gonna set them off to the side, but his stuff is ready to go. Okay. Stay, and then I'll show you the shirts. So we bought everybody that goes tricky, because my parents and Mike's parents like to go with us, and then Mike's best friend David is single and he usually ends up going with us. So last year I had bought him the mystery machine to wear, and my mother-in-law ended up wearing it, and David went as one of the villains because I got 4 villain masks and the mystery machine. But so I got everybody shirts. So my father-in-law is going to be, I'll start taking stickers off here, Ennui. David, Mike's best friend, is going to be Embarrassment. I will need to iron all of these, so I'll leave them out. Who are you? This is my mother-in-law, so she's going to be Envy. The only one we didn't get was Fear. They had Nostalgia, which if you saw the end of the movie, like she has a little snippet. So my mom is going to be Nostalgia. Is this an extra large? Yes. And then again, I was going to get Fear. They had a Bing Bong, and Mike wanted somebody to be Bing Bong from the first movie because we like Bing Bong. He's funny. So my dad is going to be Bing Bong instead of Fear. Fear, like I said, was the only one we didn't get. So that is our costumes. Everything is here. Don't have much that I need to iron. I don't think I have anything to iron for the kids. It's just the t-shirts. Got really wrinkled. And then I'm going to swap out the headband on Anxiety, and then I'll have Mike try these on. But yeah, not bad. I'm going to hang the shirts up over my desk chair right here, and then I'll iron them this week. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you're going to dress up as for Halloween, or like if your grandkids are going to dress up, your kids, whomever. If you don't dress up at all, if you just hand out candy, whatever, whatever, let me know. But thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in a video next week. Bye, everybody.